Under a grant from the Motorola Foundation, the Northwestern Institute for Complex Systems and TIS Media Foundation joined together to present an exciting 15-day intergenerational summer science program. MindRap, a unique workshop developed by TIS Media Foundation, was used to teach high school students how speech travels through the cell phone network. Through the MindRap workshop, a science lesson is developed by integrating music, art, writing, history, and storytelling. Supported by MindRap instructors, science researchers, and college mentors, the high school students studied the physics of sound, interviewed renowned researchers, and used what they learned from the workshop to create an educational rap. Then, the high school students used their rap to teach a group of elementary students how speech travels through the cell phone. So the journey begins. Dr. Spite demonstrates the talking drum, the cell phone of ancient Africa. Dr. Spite passes out the talking drums. Students learn that ancient cultures used to communicate information over long distances through talking drums.
I'm going to be someone who makes the call, and then you give me a response. Boom, boom. Yeah, there we go.
Dr. Spite gets everyone to join him in a village conversation. Throughout the week, students learn the science of how speech travels through the cell phone network. Steve talks about standing waves.
When you're playing with ropes, have you ever gotten patterns to happen in the rope? Okay? And they appear to stand still? That is the standing wave. You have found the natural frequency, the natural resonance of that medium based on time and distance and rate.
How cell phone towers work.
But why do they switch off? They switch off because the master control here says, all right, this frequency is dropping, but he's coming into a new cell. See the overlap here?
And Vivian discusses how sound travels through the ear.
So all the pressure that goes on the eardrum gets translocated onto the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. And when it finally reaches the stapes, it's over such a small area that there's a lot more force going in. And the next thing, you said it, Nick, the ear, and then the brain. We made it. So it's important that this big picture be kept in mind as we create our MindRap. So it's really hard, we're covering a whole lot of technical information. And the reason why we have the standards are so that we know when we are focusing on the physics of sound, what aspects of the physics of sound to focus on. But the global thing is that speech chain.
Later, students brainstorm ideas for their MindRap.
Right now we just need an idea, a plot. Yeah? Okay. Begin.
No, you guys, there's an emergency. Someone needs to call 911, but they can't, so something bad happened.
Sally is talking to her grandmother in Haiti. You're sixth grade Sally.
No, we're not going to use Haiti.
Sixth grade Sally is
talking to someone in France. So everyone's going to present their stories, but you're going to do it in the form of a skit.
Nick, Glennis, and Martine present their story.
Where's the voice box? What the voice box does is create vibrations so that she can speak. Let's follow one of these vibrations. Okay, we're riding the vibration. Something else happening. We're going to the cell phone network. Let's go. But right now, you know what we are? Analog waves. Analog waves.
After a day of brainstorming, Lori gives some helpful advice on creating a multimedia presentation.
For the project, you guys are going to have to work as a group. And essentially, you guys are like the design team for this entire thing. And you're creating this multimedia module on sound through the cell phone for 6th graders. So your primary concern is going to be your target audience and making sure that the material is accurate. And then adding in creativity that the 6th graders are going to be able to relate to.
Later, Lori introduces the students to graffiti art.
The students are making up tags for themselves, and a tag is your name. It could be your initials, or it could be something that personifies you as a person. So that's what we're doing.
Naliaka preps the students before a lecture on the linguistics of hip-hop.
But it's basically like the study of language. And I'm not quite sure what Janet is gonna talk to us about, but I took a class and it was really, really interesting.
I was on the humble, you on every station. Someone play young Lauren like she done. But remember not to game the one of the sun. Everything you did has already been done. I know all the tricks from Ricks to Kingston. Like Ting Done Major.
And one thing I really noticed about this clip, since it's my professional area, is that at the beginning you got a lot of words where she's like shifting off the beat of the word from where it normally would be to the end. Like in conversation, you might say situation or emancipation, but she's shifting it to situation. Okay, so here, so situation. She's already started with a sh on that last syllable before the drum beat hits. Okay, now that's the kind of thing we do in lab because we're interested in, like, exactly how do people do this? How can people learn to do that? How do we understand that so precisely we could get a computer to do it? And so we would be able to figure out that you kind of hear the beat, like at the beginning of the vowel.
The next day,